episode 101. We are back. Wow.
101. Hello, hello, hello.
We are back because it's been a hot minute. People have
Oh,
been busy.
it's been too long. It's
It's
been
been way
too
too long.
long. Also,
Should we tell them
people
what
are
we've been doing?
busy.
Should
Also,
we tell them
people.
how our lives have
What?
changed? Should we tell them how our lives have changed in the last couple of months? Do you want to
Okay,
start?
okay. Okay, you can start, ladies first.
Ladies first. Well, guys, I am now working in TV production. So I have been busy in that
Yeah.
sense. And now I'm doing TV production. I will share the show that I'm working on once we're done filming. But
Ooh.
yeah, I've been working in TV production and it's been pretty dope and awesome. So we're in the middle of filming at the moment and we only wrap in September.
Oh,
So I've
she
been
said
working on that.
NDA. She said I can't tell you until it's
I'll
done.
tell you. And you?
I love it for you. And I am officially a copywriter in OOB. Yeah.
Love it.
Yes. So things have changed, babes. Things have changed in the last, how has it been? Like 3, 4
Three
weeks?
months. 3 months. 3 weeks.
This 3, 4 weeks, the months.
Months, ma'am. Months. Months. But we are back and we're back with a great show. We're back with Survivor, season
Mhm,
9, The
mhm,
Return of
mhm.
the Outcasts. It's already been spicy. We're getting 4 episodes a week. I was quite shook by that because I'm like, I don't know how we're going to keep up because now we booked and busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
so,
definitely.
but we are going to try our best to give you guys episodes every week, 4 episodes a week, Monday to Thursday. Every what's it, 7 o'clock? Every 7 o'clock on Mnet.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock on Mnet. So it's been a
Yes.
great season so far. But Fenzo, what are you drinking? I haven't asked you that in so long.
Yes. I'm having a good old vanilla latte from
Ooh,
the Nescafe range.
oh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
having coffee as well, just black coffee.
it's been
Okay.
3 months. I was like, let me come in with something fresh. I'm sure
Mm.
the people are tired of me saying water.
Girl, girl. Well, that's cute. Okay, that's cute. Well, I'm just drinking black coffee early morning because I'm cooking for my family today, so I had to wake up and feel energized and cook and things like that. So,
Do you
good.
also like your coffee?
Yes, I love my coffee black. But if I'm making it at home, if I am outside buying at a coffee shop, I always get a cappuccino with almond milk.
Okay, okay,
That's
okay, yeah.
me.
Yeah, no, I also prefer like my coffee black, just like let me just have it as raw as how it's supposed to taste.
To be exactly. Okay, fab guys. Well, we're talking about Survivor. I think we just get straight into it, should we?
Yeah, let's just get
Yeah.
right into it.
So first of all, lots happening, right? But obviously, I don't know a lot of the players. I didn't watch the other seasons of Survivor.
Same, same. I mean, I think I'd say I'd watched a good maybe like 50% of the seasons, but even then I
Yeah,
didn't know most of the people.
yeah. So I'm here for these alliances. Okay, I'm getting the cast names because I need to now make sure I'm talking about the right people when I talk about alliances. Because Lord. Okay, first of all, these people are gameplay. One thing I've noticed about the season now that I've watched the first 4 episodes, right? It really wasn't
Mhm.
even about having like for none of them, none of the players, it's not about having a strong tribe. They're all trying to figure out personalities. Because people are leaving
Mm,
because they're hard to play with, not because you're not adding value in maybe challenges or whatever. Like
mm,
personalities that have
mm.
been managed here. And I need to get the names now. Hold on. I
Are
need to get
you
it.
thinking of Marion?
Wait, okay, hold on. So, okay. Hold on. Was there no? Okay, meet the 20 former castaways. Here we go. Okay, I found an article. I'm gonna get their names. I'm gonna get their names. Um. Okay. So it's the colored girls. I love that alliance.
Yes,
I'm here for it.
yes,
It's yeah.
yes.
So it's Marion,
Steffi
love
and
her.
Meryl.
Meryl, love it. I'm here
Our
for
new
it.
Powerpuff Girls.
Exactly. We're rooting for them. Who is Bubbles? Who I don't care. Actually, we don't even have to. We just know they're Powerpuff Girls and they're gonna kick some ass. I am rooting for those bitches. Let me
So
tell you.
listen, Steffi is definitely Buttercup. Because I remember Steffi in her season, she's definitely giving me Buttercup energy.
Giving you Buttercup energy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out. Okay.
No, I figured out. Well, okay, it might change, but so far I think Steffi is Buttercup, Marion is Bubbles, and
Yes.
Meryl is giving me heavy blossom energy.
Yeah. Okay, Steffi is Buttercup. I'm looking at her cast picture now. I'm gonna send you this link. Okay, first of all,
Yes.
she's fly as hell. She's beautiful.
Mm,
She's
mm.
fly F. Okay. So she's our age. She's 30. She's a fitness coach and model. Love it for her. No wonder she looks like that.
Love it.
So I'm here for that alliance. When they came together, I was like, this is what we wanted. And then do you see, I don't know who said it, but one of them said, two is trouble, or what, sorry, two is trouble, said kak, can, so he said two can cause kak, but something three can do something else. And I was like, this is a line. I need to find that line. Somebody put it on Twitter. And I was like, I'm here for this alliance. I'm just here for this alliance. I'm here for this
Oh,
alliance.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, no, it seemed like the alliances in the beginning, like everyone was just trying to align with everyone, but now
Mm,
it slowly seems like people are starting to fit into like like what they used to. I mean, or rather, people are starting to fit into like what works for them. Obviously, as we know, you can't get too comfortable because tribe swaps are probably going to happen very soon.
facts, facts, and very soon. Do you think they're gonna do like? Do you think they're gonna do one or two tribe swaps?
I would love to. I would love to just to
Ooh.
like switch things up. And I'd also love like maybe one of the tribe swaps being into like a tribe of three.
So you really want a tribe swap?
I love the tribe swap thing. I think
Really?
it keeps people on their toes, you know?
That's true, and it really does. And I think they're all anticipating it. Obviously, they're all
Hmm.
anticipating it, so it's awkward. It's
Also, another thing I found very interesting was how like everyone or like there were so many people who knew each other or like
awkward.
were
From
close with each
outside of the
other.
game. From
Yeah,
outside of the game.
Steffi and Chappies, like
Yes.
Steffi even like knew each other's families even.
Yeah.
Marion and PK
Sometimes
that
I
they
know
had
his newborn baby. She's on that. She's like, I know his whole family.
his whole family. PK who had a whole like situationship kind of vibe.
What was that? Oh my god! I was like drama. I said bachelor, bachelorette. I said love life. I said, ooh,
And
ooh.
then it was PK. Ooh. Okay, now
PK
it's
and homegirl, and I'll tell you now, PK and
and then the other guy
Marion.
with the
PK and
what's that?
Marion, right?
No, it was three of them. So it was PK, go with the
And Palissa,
glasses, Steffi. No,
Steffi. No,
no,
it's all about an alliance.
no, that they knew each other from before.
Oh, yeah. Everyone in this game knows each other. It looks like that Survivor circle is quite small because even I don't know if you've seen online, like they've all been meeting up to watch the show together, like having watched. I was
Oh.
telling Nesu, I'm like, when are you like? I was like, wow, you're a Survivor alumni. Like, it's part of your life now, forever.
Okay, also, I'm sorry. I'm busy scrolling down the list and I see Felix is Kosa. But Felix, you said Palesa and not Palesa.
I mean,
I don't know if
it
you picked
was
it up in the
wild.
episode, but like everyone was calling her Palesa. I'm like, wow, guys, it's actually Palesa, hey? And then I was like,
Palesa.
oh, Felix, also you're saying Palesa. As I'm going down, it's saying a proud Kosa
Que Palesa.
man, but
Exactly. Que Palesa. You hate to see it. So there's some people that I'm not like I'm still starting to get to know. I mean, Dante
Mhm.
definitely showed himself in the last two episodes, especially the last one, episode 4. The way he was
Mhm.
speaking to can we talk about that situation?
That's the
Actually.
homegirl I'm talking about who is friends with PK
Tony.
and what's her name?
Tony.
Tony, yes. PK
Yes.
Tony, and then the other guy with the beard, the Indian guy with the fox beard, with the grey beard.
Yes, Tijan. No, not Tijan, sorry. Not Tijan. No, yes,
No,
Tijan.
Tejan, yes.
Yes.
All those three apparently like they all were very close or are very close. But yeah, can we talk about that? How did you feel about that?
Oh, like, okay, so he raised his voice at her. He did do that, right?
Hmm.
We can agree.
Hmm.
After the tribal council, he raised his voice at her, and I guess he was trying to get a point across, right? And I
Mm.
guess she didn't raise her voice, but I guess she also wanted to be heard, right?
And she was also triggered.
Yes. So do
Yeah.
I think that she should have cried? No. Do I think it's a little bit dramatic? Yes. But also I'm like they're in a place where they're hungry, they're tired.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing for 2 million rand. You think everyone is your friend, and then you blindside them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not on the right side of the vote, you definitely then you know something's not right. You know something's not
Yep.
right. So I think
Yeah.
she was extremely triggered, and unfortunately, then when he raised his voice, it just took it to the next level.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like she said before, she had been in a situation, like an abusive situation of some sort. So that kind of raising of the voice, I think, brought it back to that. And I think,
Exactly.
like Stevie said, like when you're hungry and you're tired, um, and you're in this kind of situation, like it sort of brings out not really the worst in you, but it reminds you of like your like the worst parts of yourself, if that kind of makes
Exactly.
sense. Not that like
Exactly.
being abused is the worst part of yourself, but like it just reminds you of like parts of yourself that you felt like you were at your weakest. Like when gosh, why do I keep forgetting her name now? We were just talking about her.
I mean,
Yes, so just like when she was talking about condition, and then Marion also felt extremely insecure about it afterwards, and she was crying, and so yeah, I didn't realize that this game can be so tough.
true. And like, did you see on the Survivor Twitter, they put out this disclaimer, not a disclaimer. Did you see it? Let me show it to you now. Let me read it to
Oh,
you.
really?
Um, no, just letting people know, well, telling people to be nice. So they've put here, Survivor SA starts tonight, but before we get there, Survivor is a highly edited and serialized reality television show which shows humans at
Mm.
their best and at their worst. Please be a
Mm.
human. Don't bash the players on social media from the comfort of your couch. The person you see on screen is not necessarily that person
Oh,
in real life. Be a human, be lekker.
I like that.
I know, I like it too. No, because obviously it's a high stress situation. Like you're in a situation
Mm-hmm.
where you're playing, fighting for your life, literally, but also trying to
Mm-hmm.
stay alive. You don't have food, right?
Yeah,
You don't have food.
yeah, yeah,
And then you must still
yeah.
go perform in challenges and make sure that you don't go home and like fight. Like it's a lot. And I think what made that situation between Tony and Dante worse was the next day when they sat down again and spoke. And then he tried to then it's like he went back on how he felt the first time when he apologized. He went back on it because he's like, I'm not one of your abusive boyfriend has, and I was like, you see? I
Yeah,
said,
no,
yeah,
that was unnecessary.
that was
That was
unnecessary.
unnecessary. There was no need to do that.
Because
No
then
need
now
at
you're
all.
trying to make it sound like she's playing the victim and she's not. You don't know. I mean, you triggered. She was triggered by something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fully. And yeah, it's very interesting that like you said that these people are literally fighting for their lives. I mean, like Nico said in the beginning of the season, like this season is much harder. They are fighting for the food. Even the reward challenges, they won't be given as much rewards as they used to. Like everything they are fighting for. So they
Yeah,
are probably much more hungry than they used to.
exactly. Definitely more hungry. I mean, and then I guess on that topic, we can talk about. Okay, first, okay, how did we feel about Chappie's going home? It wasn't my favorite moment. I hated to see it, but it was gonna happen. It was just too easy.
I'm
And
so shocked.
same. I was so upset.
I was like the first person out.
Can you imagine? But they knew they had to. They knew
Damn.
they had to.
I did not see that coming at all. But
They
thing is that
knew.
like the problem with this, okay, or rather like I think the amazing thing about Outcast is that like this is kind of like your redemption season.
Yeah.
So this is like where did I go wrong and how can I change that? So
Mm-hmm.
there's some players who have stayed the same and there's some players who are trying to change themselves, like Toriso.
Yes.
And then there are people like Chappies who didn't change and who are still doing their same like very conniving things of like being sneaky at night and all of that. And that is what made people think, oh, okay, so you're like this. Okay, now we're gonna vote you out. We're not gonna waste time. You know?
Exactly.
Hmm.
No,
Hmm.
true. I mean, I hated to see it, but I was like, it's such a good play because I was like, you get him out now because now when you come to individual immunity, he's gonna whoop everyone's ass.
Hmm.
He's proven
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. I was
So
actually
why?
playing very, very, very strong. Because even with the second elimination with PK, I mean, PK is someone who made it to the top four, I think. Or yeah, he made it to the final
Yeah,
four. So yeah, for him to also be as like the second person, these guys are they said 2 million.
2 million. But also that's my point. It's like it's not even about let's keep the tribe strong because you'd want to keep a PK or a Chappies around in your tribe so that you guys win immunity challenges.
True.
But people are like,
True.
actually, fuck that shit. They were like, we get you. Like, people are thinking about merge already. People are thinking about
Mm,
what that Final Four is going to look like.
Mm.
People are thinking about it like that. Like nobody's thinking about what's happening right now. People are thinking ahead because they've all made it to a point. Because obviously we have the one tribe where people went early, but then you have this other tribe. So you have that tribe that's trying to fight to get to post merge. Then you
Yes.
have then the tribe where people have made it post merge. They're trying to make sure they get to post merge to prove that hey, I still got it. Like I can
Mhm.
still play this game. But right now, the people that have made it post merge, they are on the losing end right now. They're experiencing a whole different experience of just going home early.
They lost twice. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Very
Tables
true.
have turned.
Very true. Very true.
Okay, so now let's talk about the Pinty and Tanya situation.
Ah, the
So
highlights of the week.
Pinty definitely from last season, I think she rubbed people the wrong way, right? That's why she left so early. I think we can all agree on that.
It's like she hasn't changed either, you know?
Either. And I guess now things are heightened because it all started with the food.
Yes.
That now Tanya feels like she said in her interview, Pinty's a greedy little pig. What did she said? Verbatim. Okay? I just watched the episode now. She said it.
First of all, I love Tanya's accent. Like it's very debutante.
Yes, it's very she's yeah. It can come off a little bit condescending, but
Mm, mm.
then there was a food situation and she feels like Pinty, would go back for more kind of situation and she's like she doesn't like the game that Pinty's playing. That's essentially what it is.
And I think that Tanya could have had a point of like staying, like she had her point in the beginning. She was like, guys, we said that we want to get out, like we want to make the survivor a different survivor, and we don't want to make people feel like how
Out.
before, yes, when we were voted out. So for us to keep her in, what are we saying? She had a point there. But
She
then
did.
when she continued, and who was she talking to afterwards? And then she was like, okay, yeah, and this is why. No, no, no. She just continued on like a tangent afterwards. And it's
You
like,
know the irony of it all because she was like everybody walks around eggshells around Pinty, which is probably true. But I was like, now everyone's doing the same thing with you. Because then the ladies, the two, three ladies, Toriso, who was a Toriso and two other women, when they were talking about her
yes.
and she heard them. And I was like, did you not hear them? They were like, they don't have the courage to tell her because the repercussions. And I was like, it's the same thing. You and Pinty are
Mm-hmm.
so similar that you can't even see it. Well, you have people are feeling the same way towards the both of you. That they feel like they have to walk around
Mm-hmm.
eggshells around both of you, not just Pinty. You're also included in that,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that
So,
though? Like it's usually the person. And so like if you really, really dislike someone a lot, you should actually look back at yourself and say, okay, but why do I dislike that person? Like why do I have such
yeah,
a strong disdain for that person? Probably because like they notice something in you as well.
you, So the thing is, she did have points. I think the problem was that
Her delivery,
delivery, definitely. Because
just
now
like Nancy.
exactly. You see, just like Pinty. Same WhatsApp group.
Same WhatsApp group. Can we please talk about Dino? Dino is dying.
Like last season, he's gonna be the reason why he goes home. He's gonna be the reason why he goes home. How do you almost kill yourself?
Man, what exactly happened? He said he was sleeping and then he rolled into the fire. What?
What? Also, why didn't they have a shower? Why are people sleeping on the floor? Where's the house?
Where's that
Why are people sleeping on the floor? Where's the bloody house?
was so crazy.
Where's the house though? We're not gonna like. Why is everybody sleeping on the floor?
Uh, I'm not gonna vote the house. Did the producers just say no, it's for 2 million. You must sleep on the floor.
People talking about sleeping next to the fire. I'm like, where's the house? Where's the building? Because didn't Tanya also have a problem with Pinty because Pinty tried to push her away from the fire? I don't know, told her not to, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the house? Genuinely, where is it?
Genuinely concerned, and I feel like they need to build one now. If Dino literally almost burns like himself in the fire
His
because
hands.
of
Did you see him? He was like, I can still do a thumbs up. I'm like, my guy, you can't hold anything right now. Like, you can't hold a cup. Like, thumbs up, sure, but like, you can't even hold a cup.
Oh my gosh, that was wild. And I had such high hopes for Dino, but yeah, no, if this injury continues, they're probably gonna have to vote him out because like
He's a
to not one of
liability.
yeah, he's a liability now.
Like, what are
Now
we supposed to do?
you're like an animal without disposable thumbs.
Exactly. Like, we have no use for you. He can't even make a fire. He can't go fish. I mean, did you not see that challenge? Because when they were like, what's the name of that tribe? Hunt, or whatever they're called. Anyway, when he was like, so and so tribe. Yeah, he's like, you guys have to sit two people out. I'm assuming one of them is Dino. I was like, you see, we already have to put you out automatically because you can't offer us anything. Like, he's going home. Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, they'd have to win all the other challenges so he stays. But at this point, I think that man is going.
Yeah, his time is running out. His time is definitely running out. Oh gosh.
But
Yeah,
then, yeah, but then let's talk about that last tribal council because obviously that was the first time. What tribe is it called again? I keep forgetting the tribe names. Is it Hunt? Okay,
Utah?
Tao. Yes,
Yes,
very
yeah.
first tribal council. And
Mm-hmm.
I guess the toss up it was quite obvious. It's between Pine Tea and Tanya. I guess it's like who are you willing to
Seamus's name was also thrown in there somehow, some way.
somehow, but it really was so small because at the end of the day, it was people just basically saying who are they willing to deal with. Because at this
Yeah.
point, Tanya and Panty were bothering the group. It just will. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's like where do your loyalties lie, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that tribal. I mean, I guess Panty's also a little bit delusional because she was like, it's untrue that people are walking on eggshells around me. I said, wait,
Yes, she was like, and she was even like, guys, did I really eat that much? And
like,
like, Pinty, oh girl.
why are they so scared to tell her? Like, just say.
I think it's because Pinty is such a like a commanding presence. Like even if you're not in Survivor, like you're just generally in J, you just be like a bit intimidated by her already. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so, but like, I don't know. Like, if you were in that situation, who would you have voted for? Do you vote to take out Pinty or Tanya?
Oh,
I honestly would have kept Pinty.
I would have kept Pinty. I would have voted Tanya.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tanya seemed a bit crazy from the get go. I'm not gonna lie. From episode one already, I was starting to see, oh, okay, this woman, she's a bit, she's a bit
A
out
bit
there.
sad.
So now she was already showing her true colors by the time episode 4 came in. And it's like,
Oh,
okay, girl, we're only like day 5 in.
mm,
After, give us 4 more days. How are you gonna be?
I guess so. Yeah, it wasn't such a tea, but I mean, I didn't expect the votes to go the way that they did. Like, I didn't expect it to be an outright majority.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
it could have been a back and forth, maybe half half, and then
They even told her
like everyone except for except the only person that voted for Pinty was Tanya. So everybody voted for Tanya. Everybody.
they said, listen, girl, listen, it's your time is up, hey? Just stop packing your bags.
But honestly, start packing your bags. Like, I'm just so curious to see how like the rest of the season is gonna go because especially that alliance between Toriso, it's Toriso and who? I'll tell you now. I'm looking through Toriso, the ones that were gossiping about Tanya. It's Toriso. I'm interested in that alliance to see what goes on there. It's
Yeah,
Toriso.
I was interested in Toriso's storyline in J, just because like Toriso
She's
has stayed
playing.
the longest.
It's
Toriso is doing the things. She's
Toriso and
shaking the
Kalani.
pots. It's Toriso and who?
And Kalani.
Kelani. Kelani.
Was she not part of that
Oh,
conversation?
Kelani. Yes, she was. She was. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Someone else, but I'm interested in that alliance. But also, Teresa's playing an interesting game. Like, I mean, definitely more vocal, more definitely a better social game. You see her because last season we just never saw her.
First of all, how do you feel about her throwing Tevin under the bus?
Wait, what do you mean she threw him under the bus?
Because remember she was looking for the idol or something like that. And then I
It
think
was
Tanya
like,
was talking to her about it. And then she said, no, someone has already found it. And then she just said Tevin's name.
I guess you put but rather because you put a target on Tevin's back because now people have to now focus on blindsiding him so the idol is back in play. Do you get what I'm saying?
It was very
I
smart.
love
So
it.
it could have backfired or it could have, but like she thought really well on her feet. And I'm just glad that she's active now. You know, she's not just sitting there doing nothing. Because before we're like,
Exactly.
Teresa, what are you doing? And this season she really has come alive. I'm happy. I really, really am happy for her.
Yeah, I'm enjoying her game. I like that she's way more social. You see her, she's part of important conversations. She's
Mhm.
like, and I'm rooting for her. Like, I want to see her. I want to see her at least make it to merge for sure.
Someone who I'm definitely also rooting for is Balisa.
Definitely, I'm interested in her game. I think now that PK's gone, I'm hoping to see more of her
Yes, but
because I
also
think
like, I don't want her to think that she's the top dog. She shouldn't come out like that. She should still be
yes,
like, undercover, you know. But I'm interested in seeing more of her gameplay. You're right.
yes, I'm interested to see like what she has to offer. Also, like Pinty, it'll be interesting to see like how does she come back from this? Because essentially, everyone told you that you're annoying. Everyone's just like you're an annoying bitch.
Honestly, I feel like Panty is not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna deter her.
What do you mean it's not going to deter her?
I feel like she's still gonna be annoying. She's still gonna be outspoken. She's still gonna be
True.
eating too much. Yeah, I was laughing at her like stealing food like chappies.
But honestly, but you see, that's such like that stealing food thing. I'm like, you need to do that shit at night when people are sleeping because man, the food situation is T for tens.
It's looking really rough. It's looking really, really, really rough. And I didn't expect it for like I didn't expect that this early on, like the lack of food would be, such a huge topic.
True. Like for me, that was yeah, that's what it is for me. I'm like, yo, it's T for tens here.
Mm.
It's T for tens.
But then there really are people who are getting the invisible edits in this game.
True.
People
And like I
like
mean, Kelani for me, like is definitely getting an invisible edit.
you said Hilani. I was like Hilani. I'm like, who's that? I'm like, not the place in Joburg.
Yeah. She's getting an invisible edit. So is Full. I just saw a picture of Full and I was like, where have I seen Full? Okay, Full's getting invisible edits.
Tejuan?
Jen, yeah, Tejan's getting an invisible edit, definitely.
We only see him because the camera cuts to him. That's the only reason, and because he has a
People are
very
be talking
expensive
about him.
look. And
How
yeah,
do you feel about what's his name? Is this Samus? What's his name? Seamus.
Seamus.
Seamus, there we go. How do you
So
feel about it?
Seamus, you see now, Seamus is a problem because
Okay.
Seamus said, I feel like he's also doing the whole thing of like pinty thing. So from what I understand, it seems like he was the first person voted out because he
Yes,
was
yes,
playing smart too fast and he
yes.
thought that he had everything in control. But now he gets this idol and he's like, we're gonna throw this idol in the river. Jiggy Jiggy, he still has the idol in his hands, and Pinty is asking him to play the idol for him. I'm like, but I thought you guys said you're all throwing away this idol. Like, why does he still have the idol?
Exactly. But also, not Pinty also thinking that he was gonna play it. I'd like, okay, I don't know. First of all, I wouldn't have played the idol that early. I don't know why he played it. I was like, nobody was talking about you. You weren't even in a conversation. Like, for me, then I was like, when are you actually
Mm,
don't know what's happening in your tribe? Because what a waste of an idol.
mm,
What a waste of an idol.
And understand it's just now it's just put a target on your back. You put your own
Exactly.
target on your own back.
Exactly. So I'm like, I don't know why he played that idol because it was such a waste. And I was like, you actually don't know what's happening in the tribe. The conversation was Pinty and Tanya the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
They dug that hole for themselves, and then you go play an idol. What a waste, because that idol could have stayed with him up until merge or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was unnecessary. But one thing I found very interesting is how like the game seems to really stick with you. Like Steffi has mentioned it before. Seamus spoke about it in episode 1, how like him being the first person voted out, like it haunted him
Forever.
and he played in season 6. That was
Yes.
years ago.
Yes. But it does stay with you. Like you don't want like nobody wants you the first one to go because you actually because then you missed out on so much. Like I think it haunts you because you don't know like you didn't have the time to build anything, build your
Mhm,
resume, build anything. So people don't know much
mhm.
about you. right? So you feel like, like this time he definitely came
Look
in.
at him. Look at him. Yeah, and look at him. He's a very fit man. You can tell that this is someone who, I think, as I'm reading his profile here, he excelled in endurance sports. So you can tell that he's a very, very competitive person, you know. So to be the first one out must have been a massive blow to him.
I think it's a massive blow to your ego. I think for anybody, when you enter this kind of show, you're thinking, I want to. You have dreams of making it post merge and obviously winning. Like you want to make it far. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously going home first is just
Mm-hmm.
not an ideal situation. You know who I'm
At
also curious about,
all.
and I want to get to know
Mm-hmm.
more is Felix.
Felix.
The
Remember
guy
his Felix?
tosser.
Oh, Felix. I feel like Felix could go far.
Same. He's definitely flying under the radar, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Mm-hmm.
also an asset to the for the challenges and stuff. He's a strong guy. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious about that.
Same. Shauna, I don't know who she is. I wouldn't recognize her if I saw her walking down the streets.
Invisible edit too. Like I just saw her picture now and I was like, who is this?
Really? I don't think we've ever seen her at
You know who's
all.
also paranoid who might also be the reason why like he'll make like be the reason why he goes home? I think it's Shane. Yeah. Shane. I think Shane is gonna Shane is
Shane.
Shane. Oh no. Because
Because
then when he
almost
said he
out in episode one.
yeah, because also when he said that he had his bag packed and he was holding it in his hand, I said, "What? Like what? Like you were ready to go home?
Calm down, sir.
Calm down. It's not that deep. It's not that deep."
Oh, Shane killed me. Oh gosh.
But I'm excited. Like I'm excited to see where the rest of the season goes. I think we're getting
Definitely.
people
Seven.
that you
Sorry, I
think.
love Seven as well.
Oh, Tevin. Yeah, Tevin is
Yes.
also playing a good game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
David is playing a very smart game because you know what I liked about him is that he's also like when I noticed the whole thing about like managing personalities. When he went up to Tanya, he's like, "You can't talk to people like that." Like he was like trying to tell her, like, "You're fucking this up for all of us. Like we're part of a group here in the like
Mm-hmm.
this isn't an alliance. Like now you're just putting a target on your back and you're making this alliance weak because if you leave, the numbers are we don't have the numbers anymore, kind of thing." So like when he spoke to her, I was like, "Good on you," because I was like, "You're trying to." Because like you can't talk to people like that, right?
100%.
And I think that's what's happening right now. It's just the way that people are speaking to each other that's obviously triggering others, and obviously it can come
Mm,
off as condescending and things like that. And people are like, "Oh hell no, are you going to talk to me like this?" kind of thing. So
mm, How do you feel about the twists, by the way?
which twist?
So the first one was that
Outpost,
the outplay out what's that?
an
Outcome.
outpost idol.
Yes, the outpost idol. That was
Mhm.
cute. And the second one is the diplomatic immunity.
Wait, did I miss? Hold on. Okay, outpost. I don't know if I like the outpost idol thing. I
Because
thought it was
it only lasted one episode.
yeah, it was one. I don't know. I think also, I think it could have been a bigger moment if it was played on someone different. I think the fact that he played it on a Balissa wasn't like a big oh. Like if you played it on someone like a Chappies or like someone that was a threat, then it would have been different.
Yes. Oh,
I don't
chappies.
think it would have been. I think obviously whoever created the outpost idol, like the idea around it, I think they wanted it to be a bigger moment, and I just feel like that didn't actually happen. Didn't play out that way. It could have been a bigger moment.
Yeah, chappies, listen, if you want to be a guest on our show, please.
Please, I'd have you any day. I'd have Chappies any day. I
I
have
was
so
so
many.
sad. I really was. I was like, please let it be Shane. Please let it be Shane. So
Shane was ready. Shane was ready that night. Shane was ready. He had his bags packed.
gosh. Okay, so diplomatic immunity. So Marion found it in the last
Yeah.
episode. And it says, if at any time before merge, the tribe of the person in possession of diplomatic immunity loses an immunity challenge, has to go to tribal council, the person in possession can invoke the power either on themselves or any other member of their tribe. If a tribe loses an immunity challenge, the castaway on the tribe that has diplomatic immunity can permanently send themselves or any other member of their tribe to the winning tribe. What? So
Whoa.
you,
Okay. Hold on.
yeah,
So you
okay.
stop. Okay. You see, this might actually work in this kind of situation because everybody knows each other and everyone's played the game before. So people have alliances on the other team, right? Or know people on the other tribe. So that could actually work Because at this point, some people are getting annoyed with each other. Because I'm sure someone like a Tony would love to swap to go to the other tribe because she's tired of Dante now. She's tired.
This is and there's two. There's one on each tribe.
Each tribe.
Yeah.
So do you see how they were all looking for that idol when they had that future life thingy? They finished me. And they were all searching like
I'm looking
savages.
right in front of you.
Right? And there was, but I like it because I'm like, let's be honest, we were all thinking it. Let's all just look. Let's not play this game. Let's not be fake about it. Let me not try sneak away. We all want that idol. Point blank period.
Oh gosh. No, everyone is playing
Hard. Very
let's say
hard.
to me. And listen, 2 million is a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
That's 1 million times 2. So that's why people I think are playing twice as hard. Like it's like people came in out the gun like playing, which I appreciate, and I'm like, there's a lot of gameplay here, which I'm liking, and but also like people are, I think more like not people are very decisive and very sure of themselves this time around. You can tell.
Yes, 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 that's very true.
Very sure of themselves. People are very confident going in, and and I think and you like that kind of gameplay because I mean, as much as Pinty might be annoying people, she's not going to change, like you said, and she likes who she is, and she's going to keep playing the game that she's playing. Finish and clear. You're not going to change her mind or try sway her otherwise.
She said what she said.
Facts, no printer. Facts, no printer. So who? Okay, so for this week, or let's just go from episode 4. Since that was the last. Yeah, MVP.
Ooh, I like that. I like the MVP. Ooh, okay. I'm just going through the people now.
I'm feeling Steffi a lot.
I'll give it up. Steffi, yes, you're right. No, Steffi, you're right. Because Steffi had this redemption from episode 1. She was like out. She was out of the votes, and she said that was the first time ever the previous votes, and she completely switched all of that up, and now she has become a buttercup of the Powerpuff Girls. So yeah, Steffi is our MVP. I love it.
For sure. I'm liking her gameplay. Also, I like her interviews, like very informative. Like you see she's thinking and playing, and I'm enjoying her a lot, like watching her on TV.
Oh, she's very funny. She's the same person who, I don't know if I told you about this, but it was a top 2, and it was Rob, and it was some other. No, it was top 3. Rob, someone else, and some other guy. And she literally just said to the other guy, "Oh, listen, you don't even have to be here. Just sit there and look pretty. Like no one's gonna vote for you."
Wow.
It was like you're a ghost. She's like, people carried you to the end. So she's a very funny person.
No, I love it. I'm enjoying her a lot, and I'm excited for the next couple of episodes and stuff. Like it's gonna be nice.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
The 4 episodes a week thing is actually nice because I didn't know how I was gonna feel about it. I mean, I'm struggling to keep up only because I'm so busy. But I think I don't know. Like, how do you feel about it? 4 episodes a week. I guess if you have the time.
Yes, I like it. I just wish it wasn't at 6:00. I wish it was at 7:00.
Yes, why is it at 6? 6:00 is so early.
It's so early, guys. People are still in traffic.
Ma'am.
People are still on the road. Now I'm gonna find Twitter before I even get.
Too much. 7:00 is actually perfect. I didn't realize that it was 6. Damn, that's early. That is early. That is early.
But if you had to rate this week out of 10, how much would you give it?
Oh, okay. It's definitely an 8 up. I'm trying to figure out what. Definitely, I enjoyed it. The last episode 4 took me out completely. I loved it. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for this week.
It took you out because we're housewife lovers. We love the conflict.
Drama. I love the conflict. I was like, drag her, drag each other, finish her, do it now, finish her. That's all I knew. That's all I was just living. Yeah, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. There's conflict in both tribes. Finally, Yan 2 or whatever has gone to tribal council. Like, so we're seeing the cracks we're starting to see the cracks because at the end of the day, this whole kumbaya shit and let's win all the challenges. At some point, then we're gonna have to go to tribal council and someone was gonna have to go home, and it happened. It
I
happened to
agree.
me, Tanya, because she was rubbing people the wrong way. But Pinty is up next if she doesn't pull it together.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I agree. Solid,
Yeah,
solid,
well, it's
solid.
cute.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it a lot. Like people are coming in very like I didn't realize how quick the gameplay would be, like so quick. But I guess once you've done it,
There's
you
no
come in with a
point
different
to go,
mentality.
you know?
Exactly. You come in with a different mentality. You've done it once. You definitely are trying to like you want to you're just trying to make it.
Hmm. Listen.
I love it. But anyway, okay, guys. Well, this is our first review of Survivor South Africa. The podcast is back. We are back. So first
Yes.
review of the first review of Survivor South Africa season 9. Very excited. I think it started in a very strong way. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in for a treat. I think we're not going to get an obvious winner, but I think we're going to get a winner that we all like. I hope so.
Yes.
Yes.
100%. I don't want it to be like last season where it was a person that we just did not even see coming at all, honestly.
Yeah, last season
Can
was
we just
wild.
have favorites, please?
What is this?
Sure.
It was a lot, but but I'm happy to see castaways come back. Like it's nice to see familiar faces and also get to know other people because obviously I've never watched the other seasons, so this is exciting. So we're getting to know. For me, I'm getting to know people all over again, but it's been nice. I'm enjoying it. Okay,
Definitely.
guys. So we are now in the hundreds of the podcast. We've been booked and busy working our asses off, giving you guys episodes. But thank you for always listening and supporting. We will let you if Real Houses of Cape Town will be a thing. I don't know.
I don't see it being the thing,
I don't see
girl.
it being a thing for us, but it's a bit ghetto, so we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave it and we'll just focus on Survivor right now.
Survivor is doing this to make it happen.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on IG, Reali-Tea
Yes.
_SA, and click that subscribe button, man. Do the right thing.
Exactly. Subscribe and follow and share with everyone that you know.
Please.
Okay, we will see you guys on episode 102.
Yes.